What's up, YouTube world? Welcome to another edition of Sorry We're Stoned. What's shaking, everyone? Just thought I'd do a little video because I've removed the front grille that holds the headlight assemblies, and I've taped off and labeled all the wiring for the headlights and the turn signals. I'll show you that here. But the reason for this video is I'm changing this rad support because it's pretty much gone anyways, so I'm going to change it out, put a new one in. I have to for safety. Yes, I want to keep it as original as possible, but I want to be able to drive it without dying. So I'm also videotaping so that I know where to push these through when I've labeled them properly, so that I can push them through these holes and know where they go when I put the new one in. I'll have to do the same with the horn wiring. Look and see where it goes through, and then pull it through, right? That's it. And then once you have your wiring through, now jacked up. Let's see why it's not going through there. Sorry for that for the guys. There it goes. It's really tight, which is alright. But you get all your wiring off of that side, and then you just start documenting everything. How it goes through, where it goes through, what connects to what, right? So you don't lose or miss anything. Because if you don't label something, and I'll show you that here right in a second. See, this one's labeled, right? This one's labeled, yeah, good. That one down there is not. Right there. And that's for my turn signal. So I gotta label that before I forget. Right? And then I can start looking at how all this runs across this way to the other side and figure out how it all disconnects and make sure I label it correctly and document it. Alright, everyone, well, for my own reference mostly, but for you guys to learn as well, I guess. This is going to be my second wiring video, just so I can keep reference. The wiring for the headlight on the passenger side came up through that hole there, and then came up and around and under. And it comes across, all the way across the rad. And we'll go down in through this hole and come out to these clips, back to the wall, and up to that one clip back there. I don't know if we can see it because of the light. Yeah, there you see. Yeah, right back in there, that clip there. So I'll disconnect that. Now I'll free up this whole line. But that still leaves one more line that runs all the way across underneath that and back to there and runs the other stuff. So I'll get to that when it's time. Alright, well, just a little electrical video for myself here. The box that goes here, the bottom screw, has a ground cable that's hooked to it. These longer screws come out of this. One screw like this, came out of here. The two screws for the box are right here. You can see one's a little different. This one on top is the one for the top hole for the rad support for this box. Okay, and we have the one ground screw that was down here. You'll see the hole down there somewhere. There. I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting, but that's the only ground screw there, just for personal notes. Alright everyone, I'm going to do my third wiring video just for tracing. So I'm going to remove this box taking off this screw and the one on the other side there. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take these two bolts out here and that one bolt there, as well as unclip it from these plastic clips here and here. And what that will allow me to do is, like the other side, throw it over the engine so that I can remove the front clip. Now for removing just the front clip, it's not that hard, but we're not really told about it a lot, like in great detail. So when I get to doing that, I will do that in great detail. What's going on everyone? Just thought I'd start my video on removing the whole front clip of my 1966 F350. And just to start, we have that bolt right there, which is a 1/2 inch. And the reference to that is to the front fender right there on the passenger side. There's one there. And there's one exact same spot on the driver's side. Also, if you follow all the way up the fender to up here, right there, you can see that one bolt that's sprayed. You gotta remove that. That's a 1/2 inch as well. There'll be one on the other side of the truck. That has to come off. In there, you'll have to bolt on to that bolt there, and then go from the top and remove it using extensions and going down that portal down there, right down there. You'll see the head down there, I think, if it'll focus. Let's see it focus. No, it's not going to focus, but they're down there. And then your other bolts that you'll have to remove. There's one inside the truck. If you look under the dash, you'll see a little opening. And it'll be right inside there. See if I can get a look in there. There it is. It's hard to get a look in there, but there you go. It's in there. And that's a 3/4 inch, I think. And then once you get those all removed, she'll come off pretty easy. Just a couple of people lift it off. Okay, so the bolt that is just on the inside of the cab to remove the front clip here. Let me just grab it here for a sec. See if I can find it now. There it is. This bolt that was inside this hole to remove the front clip is 9/16. Alright, what's shaking everyone? Just a little update on the front clip removal. All the bolts came out pretty good, except for this one here and the one in behind here. I had to cut them both, so I'll have to replace them both when I get the new rad support in. But as you can see, my whole rad support is just toast, chewed up, gone, nothing left. Yeah, I really think if it wasn't for my rad by itself, the friggin' front end wouldn't have held up. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get these last little bits off. I also have one more bolt over here, underneath here, that I have to grind off as well. So I'm gonna do that, grind that one off there. And then this front clip will come off. See how she goes. Well, I got that one bolt that was holding on the passenger side fender cut off, and I got the whole front clip off now, all in one piece, which allows me to do two things. Now I can disassemble all this at my own free time, and while I'm waiting for the rad support to come, I can start working on all this stuff, cleaning up this and new shocks and going over everything, seeing how everything is. That way I can get this front half all cleaned up, ready to go for when this comes back. When I get the rad support on and everything reassembled, I can put it back on and that'll be done. Yeah, I think that's where I'll leave it right now. Not bad. It's not that hard, but when the bolts are rusted, you have to cut them and then replace them. It's just the way it goes. Take her easy. Alright, everyone. Well, I think I'm going to leave it there for right now for this episode of Sorry We're Stoned. And we'll pick you up next time. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe.